Welcome back to the channel. So 2.5 years later we are finally back to it. The last video was a bit sporadic, but the panic is on. For those of you that don't know, back 2.5 years ago, me and Luke took possession of a T140v, which is a 1978 Triumph Bonneville 750. It actually belongs to his father-in-law, and we took it with the intention of putting it back together. From what we'd been told, it just had a top end failure and then been parked up, but that was some 30 odd years ago. We went with the intention of originally just rebuilding the top end and putting it back together, but it quickly became apparent that the engine needed totally tearing down, which is what I've done. Just needs the primary putting back together now. A bit of work has been going on in the background. Luke's repainted the frame, done all that. I've rebuilt the shocks, and we didn't film any of it. And then we suddenly thought, actually, it's pushing on, and we really should get this bike back to its owner. And there was some kind of gaps, like the brakes and stuff like that you've seen in the previous video. So we are gunning for the 18th of October to get the MOT done, and today is the 22nd of September, so there really isn't a great deal of time. So in this video we are going to carry on, just a bit of a rundown on where we got to. So as I've got the bars on, these are actually the bars that were on my BSA here, but I've done a nice little upgrade to stainless, so they're on here. Luke has bought me pretty much everything we've got, so anything that isn't here needs ordering, other than the tank. Yeah, the bars are on, brake assembly and clutch perch is all in place. I've got the light switch and you take this apart. As you saw in the last video, the rocker box is in place. We've now got the carburetors, they're fully rebuilt. Obviously the covers, the castings aren't sparkly, but they're very clean inside. This is not intended as a restoration, so please don't treat it as so. It is a smarten up of an old bike, virgin on oily rag basically, but functional and rideable. So yeah, the oil's in the forks now. We've got the headlight shell on. Calipers have been rebuilt, they just want painting. Just got that in there to measure up for the brake line. So you saw us put the swing arm in. The shocks are all ready to go. So what is left really now, I've got to rebuild the centre of the rear wheel, new wheel bearings, get a bit more of a clean up, which I've got on here. So we have 2 new wheel bearings, the spacers are all dressed and ready, and the speedo drive was particularly bad, so I went to Martin's. This has been dressed on the lathe just to get rid of some of the damage. Probably do have been replaced, but be okay for now. Speedo drive is there, that's free and happy. It had a huge dent in the back of it, so that's now sorted. Rear caliper, and it's got new seals in there and all cleaned up, so that's ready to go. And then onto here we have the modified T140 rear brake assembly. So if you happen to have one of these and you're looking for something to use if the rear master cylinder is dead, then this could be the answer. So what we've got here, this is a 1050 Tiger 14mm rear master cylinder, and then I've just spaced off. So this is one of the original master cylinder. I guess right now, no. So I made an extra hole in this bracket here to mount this. These are the 2 original master cylinder holes, which I've then bolted this bracket to make up for this with this spacer. And then this particular hole here, this bolts through here and through the frame as an anchor point at the back. So that should be absolutely fine. It's all mocked up. I just need to dress the corners and paint this black, and then that's ready to go on the bike. The only other thing I had to do was make up some M8, I don't know what you call them, adjusters or something. Yeah, one this side to sit against the pivot, and that's happy as well. Obviously there's a spring to go in here, but that's pretty much ready to go. So I'm happy with that. that's all sorted. I'm going to get this wheel back together. I'm going to get this painted, and then we can get this installed. And then by that point, we should have Luke here, and we can get on with trying to get this bike back on its wheels for the first time in 2.5 years, ready to roll down the road for the first time in 30 plus years.
Theme of the build.
It's good being back in the appropriate roles, isn't it?
What's that, you drinking tea and me doing all the work?
What are we doing?
Ooh, that'll go. Brake line.
That don't look like the original.
It is, mate, yeah. Official, original 1978 Triumph parts.
Is it? Official Triumph parts?
Official Triumph parts. Just because it doesn't say it on there doesn't mean it's not.
What's it off of?
Triumph Tiger, I think.
Is that
the rear.
Is that a Tiger?
Yeah, mate, yeah.
Oh.
750.
750. I like an old like a TF. They're really valuable, they are, you know, yellow ones.
750 Tiger.
Oh.
Genuine.
Tiger Trail.
All original.
All original.
All original, definitely.
Tiger Trail.
Tiger Trail.
Forward.
Yeah, if we kink that back, look, once it's on, he ain't touching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll cut him there.
Okay.
What for?
Probably mark the length.
Oh no, I'll just cut it now and fit it.
Go on, shoving it.
No, look.
No, shoving it.
Look.
No.
All you gotta do is that now, snip. There,
No.
we know there. Look at your drawing. Get out of it, I'm cutting it anyway. Right there, look.
Don't go away from it. You're off me mark now. Oh, now you've marked the piping. Oh my god, it's all over.
Look, there it is.
Am I helping?
Loads.
Always.
Always. Oh. Oh yeah.
Ooh. That could have been nasty.
Put it in the vice.
I did. It wasn't the voice.
Oh. It was already in the vice, was it? Oh, always been in the vice. You didn't try and hold it.
Yep.
Oh, I can't do any of the greasing because I'm holding this, look.
Is that what it is?
See? You look awfully confident greasing that shaft.
Okay.
Yeah. Go on, look. Yeah.